Good evening, everybody, and welcome again to Foxboro High School Warrior Football here at the Jack Martinelli Field. Doug Seuss, my longtime partner Frank Jaffoon, here to bring you tonight's action between the Foxboro Warriors and the Norton Lancers, a rematch of Week 1.
Yeah, it is a rematch of Week 1, and this is going to be a good game, I think. I mean, we beat them 7-0 over here. Over there, first game of the year, and they've improved vastly. And I know we've obviously improved vastly too. So I think it's going to be a pretty good defensive game, Doug.
There you go. In last week, Norton actually won the small division of the Tri-Valley League, which is escaped them the last few years. Jim Art's a former coach under Coach Martinelli, has done a really good job in his first year bringing that team back.
Yeah, Jimmy's a good coach. He was the head coach at Oliver Ames for many years too. We know all about him. He was our offensive coordinator for years and did a great job here. So, big rivalry. It's a big rivalry already, and Norton, I think, is even maybe a little bigger than Foxboro right now in terms of population. So they're coming into their own program-wise. They don't have the numbers that we do, but they don't have the tradition that we do either. So we'll see what happens, but I think it's going to be a pretty good game.
Now, last week, the Warriors were in a win-or-die situation over at Milford. A lot of people thought they had already made the playoff the week before by beating Sharon.
Yeah.
Wasn't necessarily the case. And I went to the Milford game last week, and defense really told the tale for the Warriors. Shane Kerrigan had a great game offensively. But at the end of the day, the defense, the ends, Alton George, Johnny Moses, Mike Sheen at linebacker, they're really doing a good job.
Well, we talked about them the week before, and the defense really played well. They're attacking the ball carrier, 2, 3, 4 guys on the ball carrier. The defense has really come into their own in the last couple of weeks.
Right. The other highlight for tonight is actually tonight's game is the Fox Channel 25 game of the week. So we'll call the second string because we're the first string, right? So the second string is here to cover tonight's game, which is really a big thrill for these kids.
Sure.
And again, it's the playoffs, so we win, we stay alive, we get a chance to possibly have a rematch with Canton next week. We lose, then we go into the consolation bracket, and we all know what that means.
That's tough. That's tough getting into that consolation bracket, as you say, Doug. And we're lucky to get 100 people in the stands.
Right.
We've had it happen to us before. So the point is, let's win.
Let's win. So we'll see you shortly. We'll join you from up top. Until then, hang in there. Football coming up very soon.
Hey, they brought their band.
There you go. Okay, here we go, everybody. Welcome again to the Jack Martinelli Field. Doug Seuss, Frank Jaffoon, bringing you tonight's action.
We got feedback here.
In a moment, we will have the coin toss. Captains for both teams will go to the center of the field, and
we'll rectify our audio here.
Yeah.
I think we got it.
There we go. Now we're better. Again, we have Jim Arts bringing his Norton Lancers into Martinelli Field. They played last year in the consolation bracket. Jimmy wasn't the coach at the time. It was a pretty good game. Foxboro won that game, which actually set them on a roll leading up to Thanksgiving Day, where they capped the season with a win over the Mansfield Hornets at Fenway Park.
Yeah.
Here's my little buddy Ryan Marcoux. So, again, Foxboro finished third place in the Davenport division. Canton was in first, Stoughton was in second. Two really good teams. Foxboro played them both very tough. Stoughton's in a different bracket for the playoffs. Canton's in ours as the #1 seed. Norton, again, from the Tri-Valley, they won the small division over there.
And like you said earlier, Doug, if we win tonight and Canton wins, we face them again?
Yeah,
So we'd have to face 2 teams back-to-back that we played already.
Yeah, and there is a beauty to that because you've already got tape on your games. You know what you did right, you know what you did wrong. And of course, that works for both teams. But a familiar foe is often a lot easier to prepare for.
Sure. And that's what they're saying, too.
Yeah, absolutely. It works both ways, like I said. And our crowd's starting to roll in here, which is really nice. We expected that we'd have a good turnout, in Norton not having to travel very far. Years past, remember some of the non-league games Jack would have to schedule because you just couldn't get anybody local?
Yeah.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Foxboro's Jack Martinelli Field.
Some teams coming in from 3-hour rides. And
Vermont, New Hampshire,
exactly.
We had them all here.
5 wins and 2 losses.
So the captains are out there for Foxboro. You have Shane Kerrigan. We have Mike Sheehan.
And 3 losses.
We have Zach Jenkins, Alton George. And number, I know I should know this. For God's sakes, Elijah Lewis. Elijah had Eli, he goes by, had a 55-yard touchdown reception last week. Just as I walked into Milford's Field, Shane Kerrigan hit him on a pump and go, and couldn't have thrown the ball any better. Caught him in stride, and you knew then we were off to a good start.
He's getting better. Kerrigan's even getting better.
Sure is.
99, Captain Anton George.
Yeah, some familiar referees here. Frank's got their names.
Yeah, the Roland Cole is the referee. My very good friend Brian Collins. I used to work with him at MCI Norfolk. He's the what is he? He's the umpire. Linesman Steve Martin, line judge Rich Cantor, and the back judge is Bob Doherty. All good officials. And that's what you want in a playoff game.
Absolutely.
Good officials.
Absolutely. The assigners know that too. So.
And it is football, and it is tails. You have 1 to toss.
Jack looks a little
I'm going to tap you on the shoulder, signifying you have 1 to toss.
Yeah, getting his thoughts
and I've
together.
elected to defer.
This isn't his first rodeo. Jack, again, we're so fortunate to have him every year. People think this is his last year, and I actually think that when Jack finally retires, it's when he has no breath left in his lungs.
Yeah, he won't be retiring next year. He's got a good team coming back.
He has a real good team coming back. All right, we're going to hear the national anthem in a brief second.
Who will be receiving opposite the scoreboard?
They'll be joined with students from the Foxboro High School Sign Language Program.
Good job as always.
Oh yeah, that's a good band right there.
Sure is.
I'd like to take a moment to introduce the 2019 Foxboro Warrior cheerleaders who add color and excitement to the football program. They are coached by Nikki Courier, the freshman, Alexa Correa, Corrine Caveney, Shannon Canali, Maya Lopes, and Allie McMullen. The sophomores, Ashlyn Bober, Abigail Costa, Hannah Freshman, Jackie Lynn Kelcourse, and Jillian Reed. The juniors, Carly Chehelski, Kaylee Hickson, Allie Mayer, and McKenna Yozo. And the seniors, Adina Buzdiak, Silas McCoy, Alicia Morrison, Captain Victoria DeFrucci, and Captain Teresa Fitzgerald.
Well,
Kicking off for the Lancers is number 4.
Norton won the toss, and he elected to defer, so they will kick. Foxboro receive with their backs to the concession stand, otherwise known as a TP. And we're off. A decent kick, fielded. Well, actually not fielded cleanly. That's Louis Solheim. Bobbles it. Now he's got a seam, and here's where the excitement starts, folks. So Louis Solheim took that ball at about his own 15, fumbled it, recovered it, and made some magic happen there, as he always does with those feet of his. There's a flag on the play, though, and it's back at the 26-yard line of Foxboro.
Yeah,
so
we got a block in the back.
That's too bad. You see the replay right there.
Yep.
So Foxboro goes from having the ball at their own 45 to probably going to have it inside their 20-yard line here.
That youngster's coming back with that junior class next year.
He is. That junior class is loaded with a lot of talent, a lot of good football players there. So Foxboro will open up just outside their own 15-yard line.
Ball,
first and 10. Shane Kerrigan, again, the senior captain quarterback, converted from a wide receiver and a defensive back. He actually played a little defense last week.
Yeah.
In the shotgun, as always, Zach Jenkins, the captain. The other captain is the center. And we're going to see motion. And Kerrigan's on a keeper. He's only going to get about a yard. They ran that play a lot last week.
Good defense.
Yep. Norton has a very good defense partner. You're right.
Brought down by Ethan Meisner Nelson. And then Yinde Williams.
You're going to hear Williams' name a lot. 6'1", 226 on the program. Yinde Williams, good football player.
Yeah, Norton has a few big kids, but in general, they're just average size. We got motion on Foxboro. Saw a little movement in the line there.
Who, besides us, who beat them? You know, Dougie?
Not quite sure.
We had a false start on the offense, 5-yard penalty.
Ashland, perhaps the Ashland's undefeated. Maybe they beat them.
Could be.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if they're in the same division.
Yeah,
actually.
they may have a crossover like we do against KP. I do know that Dedham dropped at a Tri-Valley from the Bay State, and they're actually starting to have some success because being a small school, it's more their fit.
Yep, exactly.
So we're looking at a 2nd and about 14 right now. Ball's on the 13-yard line of the Warriors. We'll get another whistle.
I think they got a timeout. Timeout, Norton.
Interesting.
We have a charge timeout, White.
Interesting. Coach Arts coming out onto the field to talk to his team. Obviously saw something he didn't like with the matchup.
Yeah, he wants to keep that ball down there. And so he's taking every precaution to make sure his defense is ready for this play.
Yeah. Foxboro, again, runs a spread offense. Mostly 95% of the time they're in shotgun. 3 to 4 receivers. Have a stable of running backs. They use Bobby Urardi, Chris McNamara, Louis Solheim. So, again, passing is their number one option. They will be able to run if the line holds up.
Yep.
So here we go, 2nd and 14. 10:48, first quarter. And we get a snap, and Kerrigan's going to roll out off a little play-action pass. He overthrows.
Overthrow.
Yep, that was intended for Brian Derber.
Kerrigan's pass.
It'll be a 3rd and 14.
Incomplete. 3rd down for the Warriors.
Who do you cover here, Doug?
Well,
If you got a 3rd and 14, do you want to?
I definitely make sure that Derber and Solheim are covered. But I think if Hughes is in the game, which he is, he's lined up as a right tight end. Hughes is the guy I would look for right now.
No screen.
And they're going to run it.
Yep.
Girardi gets a lot of yardage here. He's going to be close, but I'm not quite sure he's going to have it. He's going to be marked at about the 25-yard line, which will leave him about a yard shy of the first down. Nice run by Bobby.
Showed very quick feet on that. Nice block. Beautiful block by 5.
Yeah, that's Derber.
Yeah.
And then you had some good pulling action there. Dylan Kerrigan was pulling. I think Dow was pulling. So interesting call here. Looks like Foxboro might be going for it. A lot of confusion on that sideline. Foxboro may want to call timeout.
They're going to lose this if they don't.
Call the timeout, guys.
Yep. Yeah, Carew was angry. They couldn't get the right personnel in.
Right, Coach Carew was angry. Coach Dooley was angry.
In order to run the perfect play, they need the personnel in there that can run it.
Yeah,
and they didn't have it.
No, this may look like it's your kick team right now.
Yeah. Yep. Makes sense. It makes sense. Really.
Why risk opening series? Defense is playing well the last few weeks. You do not want to hand, Norton a short field on their opening drive.
Got to get a good snap here.
So Devlin's the kicker, the punter for Foxboro. Great snap. And he hits a knuckleball that bounces at the 50-yard line, and it's pretty much going to die there.
Boy, Norton's got great field position to start.
So that was about a 20-yard punt.
Punt is down right at midfield to the 50-yard line. First and 10 for the Lancers.
Not a lot of pressure there on Devlin, just he hit it flat. So the Warriors will now take the field on defense. Norton will break out in their offense for the first time. And quarterback, I believe, is number 2 for Norton. And that's Colin Cochran. And they are running a shotgun as well. Wow, number 6 on the carry for Norton was Javon Morrison. And basically, he ran into one of his own offensive linemen and loses 2 yards. We're going to see a replay here.
Foxboro tackle by Austin Reed.
That's Caleb Mitchell, 72 for the Warriors, that drove his lineman right back into the backfield. That's a nice job by the young man there. So 2nd and 12. And we're going to see a keeper. And again, well, he's going to get a few yards. Mikey Norris was the first one in on the scene. He kind of lost his grip on him. Alton George and a few others then were able to wrap up Cochran, who gains 3, bringing up a 3rd and 9.
Austin Reed on the tackle for Foxboro.
Norvis seems like he's around the ball every time.
Oh, he has a nose for it, Frank. Again, another one, that junior class.
Yeah. What a nice team they're going to have coming back next year.
I really believe so. Right now, on 2 plays, I've seen a lot of push by that defensive front.
That's right. You're right. And these guys aren't. Take a look at number 77, who's playing right tackle for Norton. He's 6'3", 285, and he looks like a football player.
Right. So an apparent passing down here. Cochran takes a snap. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to throw back. No, he's under pressure. That ball almost intercepted over there.
Nice play by number 1.
Devlin, yeah.
Mike Devlin, nice play.
So Norton looks like they'll be punting. We're going to see our replay here. Just a roll out. Again, you get some pressure there. There's Johnny Moses, 44, as always. He's having a great year. We also saw Austin Reed, 98, putting a little pressure on.
For the Warriors.
Snap is good. And a similar kick, a line drive. It looks like it's going to go out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. 17. So Foxboro, similar to their first series, will take over inside their own 20.
Just feeling each other out right now. Nobody wants to explode.
Well, we can't have penalties. And
once a team gets into the playoffs, you got one shot at this.
Yep.
And if you don't be smart. That's why the early timeouts for both teams. I mean, it's just you gotta be smart all around here.
A year ago, with 5 timeouts each, that's a no-brainer. Now you're a little more strategic when you want to take them.
Exactly.
In both cases, they were good calls.
Yep.
So there you go. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Kerrigan hands it off.
Nice defensive play right there.
74. Nathaniel Thomason.
Chris McNamara on the carry for Foxboro.
McNamara on the carry. That's a big boy there, 226.
Yep.
Brought down by Nathaniel Thomason.
They're not tiny.
No.
They're not a small team.
2nd and 7 for the Warriors.
They just don't have a lot of play. You got 40 kids on a team.
Here we go, 2nd and 7. We got motion. This is Solham, I believe. No, yeah, it is Solham. And you're going to see, again, the magic feet. He had Kerrigan out in front of him. The younger Kerrigan, Dylan. So we're going to get a first down here.
Hunter Barron on the tackle, number 7. He should have come up. He waited for Solheim to come to him. Can we see that again, Mike? Let's take a look at this.
Here we go.
Foxboro 29-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
You got to come up, youngster.
Now here's the other thing. I'll get to it in a second. We have 1st and 10. We're at 7.5 minutes left in the first quarter. No score. Kerrigan on a keeper. They ran a lot last week against Milford. He's going to pick up a couple. Prior to tonight, Louis Solheim has not been 100% for the last 3 weeks or so.
Right.
He had an ankle injury, happened in practice. He wasn't available for the Canton game, which they lost a heartbreaker there.
Yeah.
Limited for Sharon. Last week he played a little bit more. If he's healthy, it gives him a whole nother dimension.
Yeah, your speed. Speed, quickness.
So we have a 2nd and 6. And we're going to see Derber, and Derber brings you a lot of excitement too. He gets knocked forward. He's going to be about a yard and a half shy, maybe 2.
Brian Derber on the carry.
That's something we haven't seen really this year, is Derber taking a hand off on the counter.
And he's got good feet.
He does as well. He's got great hands, and he's pretty darn quick. He gets a block by McNamara. He's got Dow out in front of him. Line play so far looks good on this drive. Except for right there.
Wow.
And that's a big stop there, number 7.
7 is same kid and
Hunter
51.
Barron.
And 51.
So
51 is Harrison Eck.
Well, Foxboro only needing 2 yards, loses 2.
4th and 4.
This is not a slouch of a team. This is a pretty good football team, this Norton.
Back for Norton is Jack Padalano. Devlin. Oh, he's going to fake it.
That would have been blocked.
He is going to be shy, I think, in that first.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Depends on the spot.
I don't know if he got it. And it's dark. If he made the 40, he's got a first down.
He did not.
We're going to have a measurement here.
Yeah, it's going to be a measurement. I'll tell you, that was going to get blocked.
Here's a replay.
I don't think this is designed.
No, I don't think it's designed either.
No, he didn't have.
No, he doesn't have. Unless, yeah, he's well short.
It looks like he's a half a yard short. But we'll see.
He might have got.
Mike, can we see that again?
He might have got a generous spot.
Yeah.
But
watch. Take a look at this. This does not look like a. This does not look like a design
Norton's
play.
coming hard from the top.
Whoop. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been blocked.
Absolutely. And even if 39 at best, I say.
Yeah, I think you're right. We'll see. No, I think they're short. Norton's got the football.
Well, Foxboro's defense is going to be tested. The reality of that is, folks, is if he tries to punt it, to Frank's point, it's blocked, and Norton may either score or they're going to be in very good field position.
Great field position, exactly.
What Mike Devlin did right there was just make a bad situation better.
Better.
Right. The lesser of two evils.
Takes over on downs.
So Norton has
They'll
a
start
great
the Foxboro
opportunity
39-yard line.
on the Warrior 39-yard line. 1st and 10. We're at 5:46. First quarter, no score. Norton's second possession. Again, Cochran the quarterback. And we're going to have timeout Foxboro. Foxboro is short a player.
Nothing goes right
We have a
when you're
charge
short a player.
timeout, Foxboro.
Yeah. Looked like we only had 10 guys out there.
I'm going to tell you a story a little bit about my first day in college football, and having to do with men on each side of the field. We get our equipment. We're all checked in. The head coach gets the assistant coaches together and says, "Okay, I want all the kids in a room." So we thought we screwed up already. Well, let's run this play first.
All right, back to action. 1st and 10, Norton. We got motion. We're going to have a pass play.
My goodness, they ran into each other.
Yo, not good. Not good.
That was screwed up right from the beginning.
Right. Foxboro coming hard with a blitz, and Norton just had a malfunction to complicate matters.
Yeah, that was awful right there.
They're going to lose 7 yards in the process.
Wingback ran into the quarterback. That's a play we got to see again, Mike, if we can.
Here we go.
Here, take a look at this. That's Cochran.
At the Foxboro 47-yard line.
Boom, boom.
He ran into the tailback, not the quarterback.
You got, we almost came up with that ball, too. Whistle had already blown. Austin Reed at the bottom of that pile, along with Moses and George. So we have a second, and they got it as 18. Cochran takes a snap. He's going for, ball is deflected. George.
That's a great play right there.
Yeah, sure is.
This Foxboro defense is tough. That's a tough football team right there. You know, I haven't seen a Foxboro defense like this in 10 years.
Certainly, the last Super Bowl team had a very good defense.
Yeah. Oh, that was like 14 ago, Dougie.
Yeah, true.
Up in Burlington, I think.
That's right. Yeah, we remember that one, don't we, partner?
Oh, we do. We do.
Scared to death standing on that stanchion all game.
We got the #1 fan.
Yeah,
she just walked in, Mrs. Goodwin.
All right, third and 18 now. And again, we're maybe a screen. We're looking at a screen.
Yeah. You better get out of there.
Cochran's not going to have enough for the first down, but they were trying to set up a screen. He does pick up about 10 yards, though, on the scramble, so it'll be
Instead
a
of
4th and
punting
7.
I think he's going to play this. I think they'll run a play.
Number 44, John Moses.
7 yards for a first down.
Yeah, you can see the replay here. Again, Cochran scrambles. Foxboro basically had 5 guys in the backfield, and the rest of the guys were in coverage, so.
They're just overrunning the offensive line for Norton, the Foxboro defense.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the Lancers.
So a big 4th down here. Jimmy Arts is rolling the dice. He's going to go for it. Foxboro certainly wants to watch the ball here. They don't want to give a free 5 and shorten the opportunity.
They're only rushing 3.
Yeah, long count. They're not moving. They're not moving.
Yeah.
Well disciplined, well played by the Warriors right there, because that's all Norton was trying to do, is draw them off sides for 5 yards.
That's right.
So now we'll see the punt team.
Delay a game, White. 5-yard penalty.
That's even worse.
Still
A delay
fourth
a game,
down.
they move back 5 yards.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Nothing good happening here.
So a wasted opportunity at this point for the Norton Lancers, who had great field position after forcing Foxboro out on 4 downs. The ball rests at the Warrior 42-yard line.
Hunter Murphy back to punt to the Lancers.
Hunter Murphy back to kick. He gets off a decent kick. And it's caught on the fly. And this is Derber. He needs to hold on to that ball right now. You just have a mass of humanity sitting there at the 25-yard line. Nice draw by Brian Derber, because that ball hits the ground. It's going to die inside the 10-yard line somewhere.
Yep.
We're going to see a replay.
Take a look.
Ball spotted at the 25-yard line.
There's Sturber. He catches it about the 18, 19-yard line. If he doesn't, with Norton's coverage on that play, that ball is going to get down inside the 10. So credit to Brian Derber, makes a nice return. Foxboro takes over on their third series now from their own 25-yard line. Again, Kerrigan is the quarterback in shotgun. Snap, and we're going to see, is this, yeah, it's Girardi. He's getting some blocking from Dylan Kerrigan. Not enough, though. Girardi's only to squeeze out a couple yards there.
Another nice play.
Bob Girardi on the carry.
I can feel this game getting a little chippy already. I like it.
And Nathaniel Thomason.
2-yard gain for Bobby Girardi.
A couple on the carry. 2nd and 8 for the Warriors.
We're going to see the replay here. He doesn't have real, I mean, he's basically got Dylan Kerrigan as the only blocker he's got out there. Norton does a really good job stretching that play out. Connor Lynch on the tackle. So 2nd and 8. Kerrigan's going to pass. That ball's deflected.
Wow, that
almost
could have been intercepted.
Yeah,
By 54.
We'll have to see who got a hand on that, but
his name is Ethan Meisner Nelson.
So here we go. We're going to see big guy right there on the end, 88.
88.
Yeah, that'd be looks like Ian Williams. So third and 8 for the Warriors. Foxboro's showing trip receivers to the near side, a single receiver to the far side. And here comes a long pass on the middle of the field. Here's Hughes. And he's going to break free.
Whoa! What a run! What a run!
Now, I don't want to sound like I told you so. All right? I don't want to sound like I told you so, but the last series I said you're going to find Ryan Hughes.
Yeah.
Touchdown number 12.
Great
effort.
Nice pass.
Great pass.
Great pass by
Great
Shane
catch
Kerrigan.
And great move.
Hughes is wide open in the middle of the field, breaks a tackle. Might have broke 2 tackles, I think.
That's a killer right there. That is a killer. What are we doing here? Is that coming back?
There's a flag over there. What's that flag for? Oh, no, you got to take this.
We had an illegal block.
Illegal block.
Oh, we'll have to see this. It takes the touchdown away.
Illegal block. Oh, my God. 15-yard penalty.
We had
That's
an illegal
horrible.
block.
Well, it takes the ball at the midfield, but we lose a touchdown in the process.
15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
Well, I don't know if we got a replay on this. It ain't going to change the call. So here's Kerrigan rolling out. He's got Hughes open. Now, you got Eli Lewis is the only guy that's over there. And where's?
I don't even see a block.
Oh, he comes from.
there.
Oh, jeez.
Boy, it looked like he caught him from the side.
Caught him from the side. There's Girardi. He's got nothing.
Wow.
Number 5, 51. I'm sorry, 51 on the tackle for Norton. Just threw Girardi. That's Harrison Eck again.
Yeah.
Here's a look at the block on the pass.
That's a tough call. That's a tough call.
You know, the way the rules are now, they've really made it difficult to make a block in this game. You know, the fact that the defensive player didn't see him coming, but he hit him from the side to front, not from behind. So here we go, 2nd and 15 now. Kerrigan rolls out again. He's got Solham. Solham makes a couple moves. Oh, and he gets pancaked.
Man. He got drilled.
85.
These kids from Norton are pretty good hitters.
Yeah, Hunter Murphy.
Pass complete to Louis Solham.
Solham gets 7 of those yards back, so we'll have a 3rd and 8.
Murphy. Picks up 7 on the play. 3rd and 8 for the Warriors at the Norton 48-yard line.
Now, the interesting thing is you could tackle a guy from the blind side. You just can't block from the blind side.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
So here we go. We're getting a lot of volume in our headset here. So 3rd and 8 for the Warriors. We're coming down to a minute left in the first quarter. What do we got here?
Thank you.
They call timeout.
Yeah. Believe this on Norton?
I think it is, yeah, Doug.
All right.
We have a
That's got to be their last one, isn't it?
They've taken 2 for sure. They had to delay a game on that last one, so they have 1 left, I think, in the bank.
Okay.
So we're looking at 3rd and 8. We got 1:09 left in the first quarter. A scoreless contest here. Very physical so far.
Yeah,
partner.
this is a tough game. It's the toughest game so far I've seen.
All right. All right, Canton's in a scoreless battle in their contest tonight. Not quite sure who they're playing. Number 8 seed, Canton is number 1. Oh, Situate. Thank you.
Yep.
Situate Sailors.
My son's got the Franklin game. They were the Franklin Attleboro.
That Franklin team, very strong too.
Yeah, they're 5-2.
Yeah. They like to throw the ball. So here we go, 3rd and 8 for the Warriors. We see Derber in motion, fake to him.
Uh-oh.
Kerrigan's under.
Uh-oh. They got him.
They got him.
This Norton team's for real.
Yeah, they are. Well, again, we saw Hunter Murphy in on that, and we also saw Matt O'Keefe. So Foxboro will be forced to punt. They
Mike, can we see that rush?
looked like we were going to have a touchdown, and ends up being a punt situation. We got
wide open.
That's Solham, I believe.
He's wide
You
open.
never saw him. They had a pretty good rush on him, too.
You better watch this doesn't get blocked. Ooh.
Not a good kick. This is off the side of his foot, and this is going to be this is going to be a 4-yard punt. Actually, the line of scrimmage was the 45, so it's a 9-yard punt. Not good. Foxborough's going to have to make some adjustment in that block pattern because Norton's coming in with a hard rush. So
It's an exciting game.
We have 18 seconds remaining, first quarter.
Great first period. I'm impressed with both defenses.
I am as well.
18 seconds left, yeah.
So we confusion in Foxborough's cover. Here we go. Now we've adjusted. And we're going to see a play action pass. And this ball's just thrown up.
Oh,
We could have been called.
Yeah, we could have been called for that.
Defensive play there. I'm not quite sure who had the coverage. Might have been T.J. Perry. I'll have to take a look at it. But that could have easily been called pass interference. Ball was well underthrown. Here we go. Let's see a replay. You can't go through the receiver. This is the problem. No, it's not. That's Stamatos.
He's all over.
Apologies to T.J. Perry, but that's James Stamatos was riding like a coat. So we have 2nd and 10, just under 8 seconds remaining. And we're going to see a run play. And Mikey Sheen's right there, as well as Stamatos and Moses. And that'll end the quarter. So a very physical and interesting first quarter. Ball will rest at the 50-yard line, which is an official's dream when they got to move the chains at the end of a quarter.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Nothing hard there.
Yep. Exactly.
So we're going to have a 3rd and 6 situation.
This is the best football I've seen this year, right now.
Right.
Jimmy Arts has got his team prepared. We got to give him credit for that.
Played very well. Played very, very well. Here we go. Quick snap, didn't have me ready. So Norton tries to run the ball there, and they come up shy.
Javon Morrison, brought down by Mike Norvis.
Javon Morrison on the carry, Norris on the tackle. It'll be a 4th and 5 situation, 4th and 4 maybe. Again, ball just resting beyond the 50-yard line. Norton is back in punt formation. Again, maybe trying to draw the Warriors off sides. Sean McNichols is the kicker. Wow, what the heck was that?
I don't know, but it worked out pretty well for us.
I've seen some crazy stuff. Hey, this year ceases to amaze me when it comes to some of this stuff. Here we go. We're going to see this.
Take a peek at this kicker.
Now, this is by design. This is that rugby-style kick.
Yeah, exactly.
But I have no idea what that young man was trying to accomplish there, because he literally threw the ball up, and it looked like he jumped with both feet in the air when he kicked it.
Exactly.
Well,
39-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, it's our advantage.
It's our advantage. I tell you, if you're here to look at scouting punters tonight, you don't want to be scouting this game. Both teams have shanked them.
Yeah, you're
so
right
there. The Warriors 1st and 10. Ball at their own 38-yard line. The Kerrigan on a keeper. He's going to get out. There's a late flag.
Jay Kerrigan on the quarterback.
Let's see what that is. That came from the secondary.
Late hit.
Maybe a face mask or a late hit.
Williams.
I didn't see a late hit, but could be.
I mean, Kerrigan spun out of that thing clean. Let's see what we got here. The officials are talking it over. And they're going to mark it off against Norton, which is really what's important to us here.
1st down.
5 yards.
No, close. No, I don't think.
Yeah, they're going to move. It looks like they're moving the chains.
Yeah.
Here, right at the very end.
Face mask
Face
on
mask.
White,
Face
5-yard
mask,
penalty. First down.
They've changed it where the face mask is discretional on the official's part, either 5 or 15.
Yep.
1st and 10 for the Warriors.
If you grab and twist it, you know it's going to be 15. So the Warriors have the ball at their own 49. If you're just joining us, it's a scoreless contest, and we just have begun the 2nd quarter. Long count by the Warriors. Saw him in motion. Kerrigan's going deep down the middle. He's got nobody there. Maybe a little miscommunication. Looked like Derber was the closest receiver.
I don't want to be critical of Kerrigan, but he's got to get the ball, get a little air underneath the ball when he throws it straight down the field.
Number 5, Brian Derber, is incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Warriors.
So we have 2nd and 10 now. Foxboro, ball on their own 49 as they break the huddle. This time Ryan Hughes splits wide outside. He's got Derber in the slot. We have an H-back in there. And Kerrigan's going to reverse pivot. And he's got Derber here. Just off his fingertips. Tough pass to throw, rolling
to his left.
Throwing right-handed.
Yep.
So 3rd down now. We're going to see a replay.
Ideally, you want the quarterback to square his shoulders. He did as good a job as you can do.
Yeah. Ball was placed where it had to be, in between the defensive coverage there, but just out a little bit too far for Derber to pull that in. So big 3rd down here. Don't want to waste this opportunity. A little confusion. Heavy rush. Kerrigan, he's going down.
They got him again.
There's flags down, though. Might have procedure against Foxboro anyhow.
Flags on the play.
Illegal formation, possibly.
Norton's got a boy down.
I think Fergie's weight just overpowered him.
Yeah, well, breaking action there. So Foxboro not able to take advantage of that short punt.
Well, that's like their best.
And their best field position so far of the half to start.
Bobby.
Hopefully that young man from Norton isn't seriously injured. He hasn't gotten up yet.
Can we see that play again, Mike?
We had an illegal formation at the snap, blue.
Yeah.
The penalty
Well, let's take a
will
look
be
and see how this young
declined.
fella got
We'll
hurt.
bring up 4th down.
If we can.
Well, he's right there at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah,
Looks like his leg gave out under him.
He's right in the middle.
Right.
I thought he got hit in the head. Maybe I'm wrong.
He might have. His legs kind of gave out underneath him. He just went flat to his back, so that's a good possibility, Frank.
Mike, can we see that one more time? Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
You see him, he just drops.
Yeah.
74 it is.
He might have caught a knee.
Yeah. That's Nathaniel Thomason.
Oh, he's up.
He's
That's
up.
a good thing.
So the Warriors will be punting.
Oh, that's definitely a head. He got hit in the head.
He just drops.
Yep.
Hopefully they give him a thorough check out over there.
Straight on the top of his head.
So here we go, back to a punt. And this has been an interesting, that's a high snap.
Whoa.
Much better kick this time by Devlin. Fair catch. Number 9 for Norton reels that in. That's Connor Lynch. So a good kick this time by Mike Devlin. Puts Norton with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ball down to the 28-yard line of Norton, where they will start 1st and 10.
They haven't gotten a 1st down yet.
So just under 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Again, Cochran's the quarterback for Norton. He's got receivers split to both sides, 2 men in the backfield. And we're going to see, who was 13, Eli Lewis.
We're going to see a forearm is what we're going to see. Ouch.
Ouch is right. Javon Morrison on the carry.
Good stick, good stick.
A couple Warriors slowed up his progress, but Eli Lewis come flying up from his secondary position.
Yep.
And you'll see it right here. Boom. Solid shoulder. So gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Same formation for Norton. This time Cochran's under center.
Boy, neither team can get an offense
Right
going.
here we're going to see a reverse. In a pass, we're going to see a reverse pass.
And it's all broken up. Wow. Wow, great coverage in the defensive backfield.
Holy mackerel.
That could have been really dangerous for Norton.
What's kind of scary right there is the fact that the Warrior pass rush, which is usually very intense, weren't really that active at that point in time because of all the misdirection.
They might have been looking for a screen. I don't know.
It's possible.
You're right, though. There wasn't great penetration.
Not until the very end, and then Cochran throws a knuckleball.
Yep.
We're going to see a replay here. To Frank's point, the coverage is really good in the secondary, and that ball's just kind of thrown up there to avoid the sack. There was a receiver in the area, so no intentional grounding. 3rd and 8. And Cochran from the shotgun, and he's going. This is a high. This one's going to be picked off. T.J. Perry. That's a gift.
Boy, you could tell that kid had nothing on that ball.
That's a gift right there.
Yep.
Number 6, T.J. Perry.
T.J. Perry, who Actually, I believe in the opener of the season might have had 2 interceptions in that game.
We had holding
I think
on
you're
the
right. I
offense.
think he
The
did.
penalty
Yeah.
will be declined. It'll be
So holding
Foxboro
on Norton
ball,
on the play is
1st and 10.
declined. So Foxboro takes over first down, and again, great field position. They need to take advantage of this. We're going to see the pass rush on the instant replay.
Foxboro start
This,
at their own 48
It's just a wobbler.
it's just a wobbler. I mean, TJ could have had lunch waiting for that ball to come down.
Yeah.
So Foxboro 1st and 10, their own 48-yard line. We got motion, and this is Derber. And Derber's going to gain some good yardage
Here we
here.
got a first down.
He does have a first down. He got 11 on the carry. Move the change.
On the run, brought down by Ryan Askew.
Nice line play there by the Warriors. Springs Brian Derber for an 11-yard gain and the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
Ball is marked on the near hash.
Why is the clock running?
Well, who knows? We ran into this last time we were here, partner.
Yep.
This time we're going to see Kerrigan on straight ahead. He's going to get about a yard if he's lucky. He gets to the 40-yard line of the Lancers.
Kerrigan on the quarterback keeper.
Norton's done a pretty good job of shutting down Kerrigan on the keeper.
Williams. 2nd and 9 for the Warriors.
Need a little bit more of a line push right there from the Foxboro line if Kerrigan's going to be keeping that ball in the middle between the tackles.
Yep.
Tight formation. You only got 2 receivers out in the pattern. Stamatos lines up tight as a tight end to the near side. And we're going to see, is this McNamara, I believe?
Yep.
It is.
Yeah.
McNamara on a nice carry. He gets about 8 yards.
Well, that's the first time they've had a sustained drive.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see McNamara. What's the quick feet on this kid?
Yeah, I know. He's got really quick feet.
Now,
Nice move,
here's the irony. He was a goalie in lacrosse with that quickness.
Is that right?
Yeah. Here's Kerrigan on a keeper. He's going to run behind Dow, and he's got a first down. And he's still going. And this is what we saw last week against Milford, where Kerrigan would break a couple tackles and keep his legs moving. So the Warriors, 3 first downs in a row now. Moving the ball very well. They are at the 24-yard line. Running with quick huddles, too. Keeping the pressure on Norton from subbing in their defense. Now we're almost like in a real tight wing formation. And again, who we got, McNamara. He's going to go off the left side, and he's going to gain about 4 yards.
We like to run the ball to the left.
I think Fergie's over there.
The big dog.
Sean Ferguson, the big boy there, 78.
Yep.
He's so big his numbers are popping off his shirt.
He's about 3 bills, or close to it, I'll bet.
Very, very agile feet, though.
Yep.
Very agile feet. So they are running to that left side, and you do have Fergie there. And he's got Dow inside of him and Stamatos on the outside of him.
He's pulling on that one.
Kerrigan. Here you go. Nice block by Solham, and Kerrigan's in the end zone.
Yeah, that's a great cut. Great cut.
We'll see this replay, and at the very end, you can see a receiver, a back, make a great block to get Kerrigan in the end zone.
Touchdown number 11, Captain Shane Kerrigan.
You got a nice block out by Ferguson.
Yeah, he sure
on that
did.
one, too.
He sure did on the pull. Maybe like a little trap block there, Frank.
Yeah, yep, exactly. That was a great cut by Kerrigan, too.
So we have Prescott doing the kicking here. Andrews the holder. And that one's through. All right. So we're at 6:19 left in the first half, and here's the replay. There you go. Fergie just buries that guy. And here's Solham right at the very end. Springs him in. Nice job all the way around, Warriors. Finally. But again, a defensive struggle. Both defenses playing really good.
Very well.
Well, here we go again. Here's actually Dow too, but Ferguson buries.
Right there, he just buried the linebacker.
And there's Solheim. And there's an excited crowd. Got the crowd in the game now.
It's the playoffs.
It is the playoffs. And I think we're going to see Prescott kicking off. Back deep for Norton. Trying to get a couple numbers, like number 11 maybe. Catalano's one of them. And Anthony Tripoloni. Tripoloni's a twin. Him and his brother both played in our Pop Warner program a couple of years ago when we had a joint venture going with Norton. Good little ball players. So it is Prescott teeing it up. He gets a squib kick. And nice return there by Padalano. Gets it out close to the 34-yard line, 33 maybe. It looks like they're going to spot him. First and 10 for the Norton. They got 6-12. And one timeout remaining.
Norton will start at their own 34-yard line, first and 10 for the Lancers.
So here we go. Norton is now going to go with spread. They got wide receivers 2 to each side. Oh, almost jumped that pattern. Padalano got the catch, picks up about 5-6 yards, but that ball was almost close to being intercepted by the Warriors. We're going to see a replay. I don't think he had it. That ball's tipped, that's why. There it is.
Ball at the Norton 40-yard line.
So, second and 4.
They've got to get some offense. They have had no offense tonight.
Now we're going to see 3 receivers to the near side. And we're going to block. That's Moses. All right, see the replay? Watch 44 right here for the Warriors. No, actually Mitchell. I give credit to Caleb. I apologize. Caleb Mitchell with the big paw right there.
Number 72, Caleb Mitchell. 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4. Nice.
For the Lancers at their own 40-yard line.
Boy, I tell you,
almost picked up. He's struggling to throw that ball,
He really is. He barely can get it over the line of scrimmage.
The pressure's one thing, but it almost looks like he doesn't have a good grip on that ball, huh, Frank?
Yeah, maybe he has a small hand. I don't know, but he's winding up the throw.
Yeah. And that ball was way outside.
Yeah.
Again, look, Johnny Moses right there that time, and Derber almost had a pick. So
Moses is intimidating when he jumps. He's 6'3" as it is,
Yeah.
and then he jumps about 6'7".
Absolutely.
Back to the Warriors.
High snap, ball's over the punter's head. Oh.
Yeah. There's the break we needed.
You can't pick it up and run with it. You can't pick it up and run with it.
Nope. That's the break we needed.
Wow, the ball sails over Padalano's head, and the Warriors, Aiden Stapleton was in on that. I'm not quite sure who ended up with the ball.
22-yard line, first and 10 for the Warriors.
So here we go. Here's the snap. This sails, and boom. 98, Austin Reed recovered at about the 22-yard line.
By Austin Reed on that last play.
So Foxboro, great opportunity. Right back at it. Kerrigan on a keeper again. And he gets thrown down. I believe that's Williams again. Murphy, I'm sorry, it's Murphy. Murphy grabbed him by the shirt and just threw him to the ground.
Excuse me, Shane Kerrigan.
Shane Kerrigan gains a yard, but
Brought down by Hunter Murphy.
he got a free helicopter ride out of that one.
Yeah, he did.
And Murphy's played well for them.
The whole
Norton.
defense has played well.
2nd and 9. And again, we're going to see Kerrigan roll out. That ball's tipped, and it's
Oh boy, that was
and
almost,
that's intercepted, baby. Nope, it is. Yeah,
It was tipped to another kid. It was tipped, and then
another kid come up with it.
Yeah, I think so. Wow, that's huge for Norton.
Wow, they dodged a big bullet right there.
Wow, that was a terrific play by the first kid, and the second kid, I think the second kid made the interception.
Here's the replay. So Kerrigan under pressure. Ball's tipped right there. Tipped again. This kid looks like he's going to get it.
And it was tipped twice.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Tipped twice.
And I'm not quite sure, but they're going to give it to him. Number 10 comes up with the ball in the end.
That ball was tipped twice.
Matt O'Keefe.
Number 10, Matt O'Keefe.
That's huge for Norton. Huge.
Really huge. So back at it again are the Lancers. We have 4:38 remaining in the first half. And now we're going to see a run play, and he breaks a tackle there. I'm not quite sure. Is that Mikey Norvish maybe? Is he a Norvish or Sheehan?
Norvish, 33.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of yapping going on down there. Morson's pleading his case about something, but Eli Lewis put the final touches on him, but he was hitting the backfield and escaped for a yard.
2nd and 9. For the Lancers.
Ball's on the 20-yard line of Norton, 2nd and 9.
Let's see what happens
here. We see
here.
Cochran still in the shotgun. Foxboro shifting on the defensive front. And it's going to be a keeper by Cochran. And he's buried.
He's lucky to get 3.
Sheehan on the tackle. I would venture to say, not following Norton this season, but I would venture to say that their success has been built on their defense this year.
Oh, yeah.
All right, because their defense is playing extremely well. Their offense is struggling.
Well, I was talking to Brian Martinelli last night. He told me that they don't have terrific skill kids, just average skill kids.
Right.
But their line is very good, and it's true. Their line is very good.
Well, we're going to see receivers split wide to both sides. Single back, it's Morrison again, and we're going to see Cochran on the keeper. And he's going to be
close. He just ran right into the pile.
He is. He's going to be close. I think he's got the first down the way I'm looking at this near side official spotting it.
Tackled by Mike Norvish.
I think he's short.
We're going to see. Jimmy Arts could ask for a measurement here, but
no, they give it to him.
Yeah, he just runs right into it, and boom.
Picks up a first down on the carry.
Mike Norris, Eli Lewis again.
We need Frank McDowell right now. He tell us how many first downs. I don't think they've got 3.
Yeah. Here we go, Norton, 1st and 10. Clock is under 3 minutes now. Foxboro showing blitz, and they are coming. Oh my goodness. Who's that? Is that Mikey Norvish?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That was a great stick right there. And now we got mouth going. This might be against Foxboro.
Oh, I hope. That's just a great play by Mike Norvish.
It was. He filled the gap. I think we got a personal foul, though.
We had a dead ball, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, blue. 15 yards from the end of the line.
That ruins everything right there.
First down.
It's one thing to be excited, boys, but you got to control your emotions somewhat.
I could see they're getting chippy. You got 2 coaches that have coached together for years, and then they're, both teams want to win this playoff game badly.
That brings the ball out across the 41 of Norton. You know what? I think right there, 72 for Foxboro. They got him with a little push in the back.
Oh yeah.
If that's roughness, then we might as well just take the pads off.
Yeah.
That's a rough call right there. Keeper. Johnny Moses just absolutely crushed Cochran, and he's slow to get up. He's not getting up. They're going to have to call a timeout here. Johnny Moses was right in on Cochran, who had to throw it under his arm, under Moses' arm, to get the pass off, and then he took a lick.
He looks like he got hit in the hip.
Yeah. I hope he's all right, but right now he's in a lot of pain.
Well, he's got to come out.
He has to come out for one play.
Yep. Hard-hitting contest, and it's getting harder.
The pass was completed, by the way, to Hunter Murphy. They do pick up 2.5 yards. We're going to see a replay, and here's the end of the play. He just knocks him into tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think most of the damage happened when he hit the ground.
Yeah. Well, we got 2nd and 8, and the second-string quarterback's got to come in for at least one play.
Yeah, he's up and walking off the field, which is a good sign. So you will see a sub for one play.
So you know it's going to be a run.
Yep. A lot of conversation, though, with the officials and the Foxboro coaching staff.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't sit there and warn a coaching staff that your players are playing too rough. You throw a flag. But to your point, it seems to be really chippy out there.
Yeah, you can tell it's getting a little chippy. Kids are talking back and forth to each other.
Well, clock is running again. We're going to be coming down to 2 minutes left in the first half. Foxboro with a 7-0 lead. Norton has the ball, their own 43-yard line. And, we actually got to see this young man throw.
You got to be kidding
Wow,
me.
that ball should have been caught.
Yeah. Wow.
He actually threw a good ball. So against what we would have thought, Padalano was the intended receiver and basically just has that ball fall off his hands. Here's the end of the play. Yeah, he should have that.
Should have had it.
Devlin coming in late.
Yep, should have had it.
So we're gonna see Cochran coming back in. That ball was thrown by Sean McNichols.
He did a nice job, that young man.
He's actually listed as a wide receiver. Number 19, Sean McNichols. So 3rd and 8. Ball at the Norton 43. And, again.
Oh, man, he's throwing sidearm
Mikey,
because he can't get the ball over the defensive line.
Mikey Norris is just
all over the
getting
place.
Through there like a bullet.
Yeah, he's all over the place. They can't find him.
No.
He's in between the guards, the tackles. He's everywhere.
This is a disguised blitz.
Yeah.
He's not even showing that he's coming.
Just waiting for the opening.
Oh, my God. Again, part of the junior class that we're going to see next year.
He's having a heck of a game, that young man.
4th down. Last time Norton punted, we had a bad snap, and a little bit better this time. And not a great kick, but we're going to get a pretty good roll on it. It's about a 7-yard roll. It's going to be down at the Foxboro 32-yard line. So we have 1:46. I know that we have one timeout left.
There's another flag.
We're going to see what this one's on.
More mouth. I think this might be Norton mouth.
Well, that, again, you don't want to put Foxboro in better field position than they already are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's personal foul for the mouth.
We have unsportsmanlike conduct on White. 15 yards.
I saw the ref
from
pointing
the end
at
of
the kid,
run.
too.
So that's going to take the
First
ball
down.
out to the 47-yard line. And Foxboro, with almost 2 minutes and a timeout left, has an opportunity to really do some damage here just before the half. Norton does have the option of receiving the second half kick, which I'm sure they're going to do. Foxboro in a really tight bunch formation. This has run written all over it. And it's McNamara. And he's going to get run out of bounds at about the 45 of Norton. Nice run and a lot of pulling action there by the Foxboro line.
That little Sulham kid, he likes to block, that kid.
Yeah.
He's a good blocker. I'm watching him.
We're going to see a replay. Foxboro breaks huddle real quick.
Yep.
But you're going to see Frank's point. He gets help from everybody, including the other receivers. This is Derber, and it's going to be a fake. And Kerrigan's in trouble. Just throw the ball away. Throw it away.
Yeah, he lost yardage on that.
Yeah, he lost a couple. Norton with a lot of pressure there. Dolan Wilkie, number 40, was one of the Norton defenders putting pressure on him.
Well, you can see how intense the game has become intense.
Right.
But that interception that Norton had, that just turned around because we had big momentum then.
We're going to see Kerrigan on a keeper again. He's got a first down. He dives under the tacklers, and we get a Norton guy down.
First down run by Shane Kerrigan.
That's Ethan Meisner Nelson down on the ground.
Brought down.
He gets up. He's slow.
Meisner Nelson.
He's coming out. He's coming out. Kerrigan dives under this. Meisner Nelson tries to strip him of the ball.
To the Warriors.
He went down to the ground.
All right, he never
My
made it off
timeout. My timeout. No, stay on the field.
I guess we know what's going on there. The official's microphone is on. It's an injury timeout that the coaches cannot come out and talk to the team. Which they should know, Foxboro's coaching staff is usually at the hash mark anyhow, so it's not like
most of the game.
Most of the game, so it's not like they were going out to the huddle. They were already there.
And that goes back 30 years, too. Kenny Fallon used to tell me, he said, I go over to Jack and tell him, look, you're not coming out to the hash marks. You're not coming out to the. He said, I must have said that 17 times to him.
5-1-2, 5-2-2.
That's just,
Again,
our coaches are into it.
5-1-2, 5-2-2. Please go to the snack shack to collect your winnings.
All right, we got a first down by Kerrigan.
This is a big play right here. This has got to be a pass.
Yeah, we got, clock is running. We're under 50 seconds. What's going on here now? Norton's going to call a timeout.
We have
their
a
last
charge
one.
timeout.
Can't take it
White.
with you. We talked about this earlier, Doug and I. We always talk about it. This year, the timeouts are now limited to 3.5 for each team. Last year and the years before it was 5. So we used to have 10 timeouts for the game.
Really a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah. They listen to us, Doug. They listen to us.
Yeah, somebody did.
Somebody listened to us.
But, what it really did was, because very few coaches didn't use them all.
Right.
They figured, I got them, I'm going to use them, right?
Of course.
And it would literally, you would add a half hour to a game.
It's a breather.
Yeah. So, Norton's out of timeouts should they get the ball back. Foxborough, I believe, has one. We're going to come out here, ball at the Norton 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. We have spread formation with McNamara as the back next to Kerrigan. Here comes the pressure in the middle. Kerrigan's going deep. He's got Lewis. And he's got Lewis inside. He's at the 1-yard line.
Wow, what a nice pass, great catch.
Yep. The flag is down here, though. We have a flag. We have a flag at the 30-yard line.
I think
of
it's
Norton.
coming back. It's coming back, I think. Wow.
Here's the replay.
We've had 2 touchdowns called back. Or not a touchdown.
Well, he was like at the 1.
Yeah.
Lewis had a big touchdown grab last week at the Milford game, as I mentioned earlier.
He's a relatively new target.
Yeah, I mean, he played a little bit last year, but certainly has come to the forefront this year. Now, what do we got here? The ball is at the 40, so they're going to mark this penalty off from the 40. This is a 5-yard penalty. Was it a formation? Need an explanation here, sir. We're at 38 seconds. We got no explanation as to what that penalty was.
They went back 10 yards, Dougie, right?
It was a 1st and 10, so they went back 5.
I don't know if it's a personal foul. That would be 15.
No. The interesting thing was the flag was at the Norton 30-yard line, so
Yep.
it was downfield,
Okay.
but they marked it off from the 40, which was the original line of scrimmage.
We had an ineligible man downfield,
Ah,
blue.
okay.
That's a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. It will be first down, and White has chosen to wind.
One of the linemen went downfield.
Well, that would explain why the flag was thrown that far downfield then.
Uh-oh.
Get rid of it. There's an interference. Well, there's a little gift back.
Get it right back. We got it right back.
It's not a spot foul. It's only gonna be 15 yards. So that's gonna put the ball back at the 30. That should give Foxboro first down. It was a 1st and 15. That's a 15-yard penalty. It should be a first down there from the Norton 30-yard line. Here's the look at the end here, folks.
We had defensive pass interference. White, 15-yard penalty. It's going to be first
Kerrigan
down.
basically was just trying to save from being sacked. Didn't have a lot behind that throw, but it was enough that the officials thought that Lewis was tampered with in the defensive backfield, so that'll give us a first down.
To the 30-yard line of Norton. 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
Again, I'm hoping Foxborough has one timeout left. We ought to see a couple shots here from Kerrigan to the end zone. Here's the. Oh, they're trying to set up a wide receiver screen.
Every throw is so low.
Kerrigan's pass, Senator Eli Lewis, is incomplete. 2nd down for the Warriors.
Both quarterbacks having a difficult time getting the ball over the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. They are in very active defensive lines, that's for sure. So we have a 2nd down. I wouldn't mind seeing a screen pass here. If you have a timeout left, I'd like to see a screen pass.
We haven't seen one all game.
Because, you know, if anything, you'd set Prescott up for a field goal attempt. Oh.
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh, he fumbled too.
Here we go. Craziness.
Wow.
5 seconds.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
McNamara comes up with a loose ball and actually gains like a yard on the play.
By Chris McNamara.
That's the half. If Foxborough have a timeout left, I think here we got the replay. Kerrigan gets hit, loses it there, ball pops out. McNamara picks it up. Now, if Foxborough has a timeout left and they call it there, then.
I think they did. Did they call it?
Well,
I mean, there's no time on the
They
clock.
say 1 second. He's saying put 1 second on the clock.
Okay.
Blue called a timeout. 1 second on the clock, please.
So we go to the end zone.
That's all you can do. Wow. We're going to take another look here, maybe. He doesn't get out of bounds, but I believe Foxborough had the one timeout left because they're looking to wind the clock, so it had to be a timeout.
I want to know who called the timeout and how smart was that?
Well, you got 7 coaches on the sideline, probably all screaming. Norton has got 4 guys 15 yards off the ball. Again, you can hope for another pass interference call here, possibly.
Sure.
Seems to be a lot of confusion. They had moved the ball up a yard. There's a bad spot on the tackle. So from the 30-yard line, Kerrigan once again in a shotgun. He's going deep middle, and we get nothing.
Hey, 51, get
Well,
off the
an
field.
interesting first half,
Stop
to say the
chirping.
least.
Very entertaining, I think.
Yeah, I don't
Very
care. Just
entertaining.
go and leave.
We saw a little bit of a lot, crazy stuff going on there. Some things out of punts, some turnovers,
Foxboro Warriors 7, the Norton Lancers 0.
some untimely penalties against both teams that hurt them. So the band will be taking the field, and
Let 'em go first,
I believe when we come just before we take the air in the second half, we're gonna see a little clip. Coach Martinelli and Coach Melissa Baderi.
5-2-2.
Recent little interview with the both of them. So we'll see you guys back here in about 10 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present the 2019 Foxboro High School Marching Band. The band is led on the field by senior drum majors Marcelo Leveroni and Kyle Aubuchon. The band is directed by Mr. Aaron Bush, Ms. Jennifer Greenleaf, and Mr. Donald Albro. Director of music is Ms. Cami Tagaldi. This year's halftime show is entitled Spirit of the Groove. It includes timeless classics, Taking It to the Streets, Late in the Evening, Your Song featuring senior tenure soloist Grace Morrison and Birdland.
You're going to be able to get back in there?
It's queued up.
Okay. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Foxboro High School Marching Band.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Second half about to start in less than a minute. Okay, we're going to do this little clip here. This is our two long tenured coaches, obviously. No, Jack Martinelli on the right,
Jack
Melissa
Martinelli
Madeira on
from
the
football
left.
Team. They just finished up their practice, trying to explain what field hockey is. After all these years of watching my practices, Jack doesn't know field hockey still.
No, I don't know any of the rules, but I know it's a great program. The kids love it. Coach Baderi runs a very tight ship, not only at home, but on the field hockey field. And this is a great day for her and her program.
Thanks, Jack. Yeah, we're excited. We're really excited. Jack will not be playing today.
I'm not dressing for the game.
No, not at all.
If I paid attention during our practices over on the other field, I'd probably learn the game. But I certainly hear her voice across the field during games and practice.
Saying all good things. Thanks, Matt.
And if I needed to fill a coaching staff position in football, Melissa would be the first one I would ask, maybe to do the defensive line calls.
Thanks, Jack.
All right.
Well, back to action here. Prescott's kick was fielded about the 20-yard line, and Norvish and Anton George basically just wrapped that one up real quick. A little bit on that piece there is obviously Coach Martinelli's like in his 37th year. I think Melissa Madeira is about 16 years. Melissa was a Mansfield All-State performer in field hockey. All-American. And her husband Michael has been alongside of Coach Martinelli for most of his career here at Foxboro.
Oh, yeah?
And Michael will be retiring at the end of this year. We'll come back to this again. We got a pass play out here. It's complete, 5-yard gain. Last year, Mike was honored as the assistant coach of the year in the state of Massachusetts. A tremendous honor for Mike. I've known him for forever, since he was a young man, a young boy in school, quite a few years behind me. But a class act, a good football coach. His wife, Melissa, a good field hockey coach. Congrats, they won their first game of the tournament, we're told, so they're advancing. So back to action here. Second in about 5, and Cochran's going to keep it, and he's going to be close to a first down. He takes a shot again. He does have a first down. It's a little keeper design run. Moses being tied up there. And George, I think George comes from the backside and just nails him. Tell you, we've seen a lot of good football from that front line of Foxboro in the games that we've televised.
Yeah, one of the best we've seen.
So 1st and 10 for Norton. Opening drive of the second half. This is a straight ahead handoff, and again, that's Morrison with nowhere to run. I don't think that young man has positive yardage in this game. He loses 4 more right there.
Actually, Cochran's the only one who gets to gain many yards at all.
Agreed. In addition to that front line, and again, we know the ends. We've talked about the ends, but Caleb Mitchell and Austin Reed, I believe, are inside. And then your linebackers, Norvish and Sheehan, just wreak havoc. And we're going to see a little fake action here. And as the ball is dropped.
See how he throws the ball sidearm? He can't get the ball over Moses' head.
Moses would have probably intercepted that ball if he tried to go over the top. And fortunately, right there, they would have lost more yardage, because you're going to, right at the very end, you got Eli Lewis. There's Norris, but Lewis is right here. So even if this ball is complete, that young man's going to take another lick in the backfield there. So an incomplete pass brings up a 3rd and 14 situation. Norton needs to get to their own 40-yard line for a first down. Clock is stopped because of an incomplete pass at 10:02. And again, Cochran in the shotgun, and he's going to fake a little play-action pass. He's going to go up over the top, and nothing there. His intended receiver is Patalona.
11, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Passing is not their forte.
It is not. And probably the best pass we saw from them was from the backup quarterback on one play, a ball that should have been caught.
Yeah, that's right.
By Patalano. So
That's
they will
right.
be punting. Patalano is the punter. And he gets a low one off, and this is going to be returned. Nice tackle, the open field tackle.
Number 7.
Yeah, that's Hunter Barron.
Brought down by Hunter Barron.
So Foxboro will have the ball at midfield, though. So great way. Scoring update.
Well,
Canton is up 14-0 over Situate at the end of the third.
And if Foxboro prevails tonight, we'll be going to Canton next week.
I was looking at halftime of some of the other scores that are out there in our division, and Medfield was laying a beating on Halston. Kerrigan takes a snap, hands off to McNamara. McNamara breaks this out for about 9 yards.
Nice run. He's got quick feet.
He sure does. He's having a good game. He's had the bulk of the Warriors carries tonight. Uriarty has had a couple. I'm not sure if Uriarty's hurt. So we have a 2nd and 1.
Bring the ball down to the Norton 41-yard line.
Somerset Berkeley beat Hanover 15-12. That's the other two teams that were in our bracket. So Hanover will advance. And we're going to see a straight head run by McNamara. He's going to pick up 2-3 yards in the first down.
Chris McNamara, the carry again, picks up the first down for Foxboro. Bring the ball down to the
39-yard line now of Norton.
Brought down by Raymond Rodriguez, number 66 for Norton.
Foxboro remains in a tight bunch formation. This is what they've been running out of most of the night. And there's Derber again. We've seen this a couple times. And Derber's going to have a big first down run. Great line play, pulling guards and tackles. And
on the carry, runs for a first down, brought down by Connor Lynch.
He gets down to the 24-yard line for another first down. Foxboro comes right back out to a quick snap.
Another run to the left here.
Yep. And we're going to see McNamara again. And he gets knocked out of bounds after getting about 7 yards. Foxboro is basically going no huddle. They're going right up to the line. Uriarty checks in right now. Yeah, Foxboro is definitely going no huddle. They're going to continue to run the ball. Oh, Uriarty
nice.
takes a wall right there.
88.
Wow. That's Ayindi Williams.
He's had a nice game, that young man tonight.
Yeah. So no gain on that one. Uriarty just runs into a wall. So we have a 3rd down now in about 4. Foxboro driving. First possession in the second half. And now we're going to see Solheim the other way. He needs to cut that
him
up.
Too. Oh, yeah.
Look at those feet.
He got away.
And he's got a first down.
Well, he should have been trapped in the backfield.
You think? Man, very elusive. We're going to see this one. I think my gut tells me right now is when he should plant and cut. He should have followed Kerrigan up into that hole, and he almost loses his footing there and makes it happen. He gains about 7 yards on the first down. So we're at the 14 now. McNamara again with the carry. We're going to go to that right side once again. McNamara's going to have about 6 yards.
Yeah, the offensive line is taking over now, Doug. They're coming off the ball very hard.
They sure are.
They're lifting the defensive straight up.
You got a lot of kids on Norton with their hands on their hips, and that's a sign of fatigue.
Tired.
Yeah, and this is only the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, we've been knocking on the door all night long here. We had a couple of touchdowns that we could have had. Penalties killed us.
Kerrigan calling his own number here, and he's going to have a first down inside the 5-yard line, so we're going to be first and goal. About 3 yards to go. Here we can see a replay. And again, the fake C-Mac. You see great blocking right there. See Joe Janis leading the way up through the hole. Norton's going to call timeout. Wise decision by Arts, because right now with Foxboro running the no huddle, his linemen are not having a chance to recover in between plays.
They can't.
White.
That's an important timeout for a lot of reasons. One, for Norton for their benefit, but also if they need it later in the game, they're going to be less one. The Warriors are now at a 1st and goal at the 2-yard line as the ball is spotted.
You made a good point, Doug. Once the other team is fatigued, the game is pretty much over. And I think Foxboro's got a second life here or a second gear that kicked in.
Right. I'm sure. I mean, Coach had to be pleased with the first half play.
Yeah. Especially his defense.
But you know, sometimes I think his halftime speeches may be a little more emotional than others. But I think this one here would have been like, hey, boys, we've done good. Let's finish the job.
Yeah.
And they've
Let's
come
keep
out.
Playing. Keep playing in the playoffs. They can beat Canton. They can beat Canton.
So here you go. Fergie's actually into the guard, and Kerrigan is in the end zone. That's an easy one. It's an easy one right there. So he followed Big Fergie in. So second touchdown of the evening for Shane Kerrigan. A lot of credit to that line, and also Chris McNamara on that drive had several nice yards. So we're going to see Cam Prescott with Paul Andrews on the hold. He's good.
Got it through.
Prescott started taking over the kicking duties last week in Milford, and he's perfect since he's taken that over. So the Warriors now with a 14-0 lead, 7:34 remaining in the third quarter. A lot of football left in this one. And if I get a moment here, I just want to acknowledge one of the freshman football coaches, Daryl Giannetti. I want to send our deepest sympathy and condolences out to Daryl and his family. His father, John, passed away a week ago.
Unsportsmanlike.
Young man, only 58 years old. Daryl and his dad were like best buddies. I mean, a father-son relationship. I know you have it with your boys. I have it with my son. But these two were more like brothers than father and son. And it was a shock to all of us to hear the news. But Daryl is an assistant football coach with the freshman team. He's also an assistant with the varsity baseball team.
And he's a great kid.
He's a great kid. One of my son's best friends, high school teammates, college roommates. So, again, our sympathy and condolences go out to the whole Giannetti family.
Oh, that's horrible. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So we'll tee it up here, sporting a 2-touchdown lead.
Back to the Lancers. It's Jack Padalano.
Padalano's back.
And number 37, Anthony Triplone.
Triplone Anthony, his twin brother is also on the team.
Kicking it off for the Warriors.
They're basically setting up around the 20-yard line. They're not respecting Prescott's leg right here.
Well, we can breathe a little easier.
But I noticed, too, again, we have a lot of our defensive starters. There's the squib kick. And that's going to be Padalona on the keeper. He's got a little room on that sideline.
You got some pretty good yards.
Pretty good one. And again, you got George on the tackle. And that's one of the things I was going to point out is that you're seeing some of the starters on defense actually playing on that special teams. Anton George is one of them. There's a flag over on that sideline. Well, which way are we going with this? Marking off additional yards against Foxboro possibly here. They're talking to the Norton coaching staff, and we got maybe a face mask.
They haven't made a call
Well, actually,
yet.
no, they're going the other way. All right. That's a big one, too. Padalano had a nice return.
We had holding
on
White. 10-yard
holding call.
penalty.
It's a spot foul,
First
10
down.
yards from the spot. So they lose some significant yardage. Ball's now at their own 27-yard line instead out past their 40. Cochran back to pass. He pump fakes. He throws up. This ball should be picked. Oh, Devlin knocks it away from Stapleton.
Yep.
Got to talk a little bit out there, guys.
That should have been picked. You're right about that.
There's 3 blue jerseys there.
By number 2, Aiden Stapleton.
This ball's not broken up by Stapleton. It's basically a little miscommunication there. That's all right. So, second down.
2nd and 10 for the Lancers at their own 27-yard line.
And we're going to see Monson again on the run, and he gets drilled again. There's just nothing there. Austin Reed, Mike Sheehan.
This defense has stepped up all night long. All night long. There's no let up.
We get
no
about a 3-yard gain here.
Austin Reed
But
and Mike Sheehan.
boom.
Nice hit.
Perfect
Nice hit.
forward tackle, right?
Squared right up.
For the Lancers.
He's fun to watch. Third and 7. And we're going to fake it, and Cochran's going to keep it, and he's probably going to take a couple shots on this, which he does. He gains about a yard.
They're going to have to punt the football.
Yeah. T.J. Perry, one of the tacklers for the Warriors, come up from his defensive back position. So Norton will be punting. Padalano is the punter.
For the Lancers.
Solham and Derber back as usual.
Ryan Derber and Louis Sullivan back for the Warriors.
We actually have a different punter in there now for Norton. Number 1 drops back. I don't have a number 1. That kick is straight up.
Can't block him into it.
Down by Norton.
Not a great kick, but
Great field position
great
again.
field positioning it for Foxboro.
We can't knock that.
No. So
Right at the Foxboro 44-yard line. We'll start 1st and 10.
here's where the Warriors can really put this game away now. See if they still come out with the no huddle, if they slow it down a bit. So again, we're going to look at the tight bunch formation. So I suspect run once more. And here we go again. And look to C-Mac go. There's a flag down behind his play, so I think we're going to have a hold.
Holding.
Chris McNamara on the carry. Flag on the play.
An 11-yard run.
He almost outruns the lineman.
Yeah, 11-yard run by McNamara is going to be wiped out.
Offensive
Got a
holding. 10-yard penalty.
We're going to see
Still
the
first
replay.
down.
We don't quite see it there, but
I think they're blaming it on Solham.
wow, that'd be a shame. But McNamara, as you can see, I'll steal one of your phrases, partner, quick as a hiccup.
Yeah.
His feet are.
He is quick.
Yeah, him and Solham, both of them have fantastic feet.
Ierardi's quick, too.
Yeah, he is. Nice to have weapons. So we lose 8 yards instead of gaining 11, and we're going to come back the other way.
Almost the
with
same
Derber.
play.
Derber actually delivered the hit.
Wow. Derber on the carry.
Instead of Derber taking that shot and getting knocked out of bounds, he actually knocked the defender to the ground. So he gains 5, 6 of those yards back. But you got Brian Derber's running real hard here too.
2nd and 12.
And right at the very end, boom. He lowers the head and shoulder, and number 26 for Norton unfortunately takes the brunt of that one. That's Ryan Askew. Gets credit for the tackle, however, and Foxboro will have a 2nd and 12. Now we have a timeout. Norton calls her second timeout.
They got to make a stop now, or this game is slowly slipping away from Norton.
That's for sure. Not sure if we check and see if I can find any more updates in our little score thing here. Again, Canton was up 14-0, as same as here in Foxboro. 21-0. Just got an update from my friend Don Stapleton. Yep, 21-0 is Canton's lead.
Has Canton lost any games left?
I don't think Canton's undefeated, right, Don? Yeah. Some really lopsided scores though tonight. I mean, Milton beat Westwood 48-0. Westwood used to be a powerhouse back in the day. Melrose up 41-7 over Burlington at halftime.
And we used to schedule Westwood too. I remember those games. Those were good games.
Stoughton won tonight, 41-12 over Whitman Hanson. King Phillips up 27-6 in the third quarter over Barnstable. So here we go. Get a little slip there. Kerrigan keeps it. Not sure if James Krause was the initial playmaker on that one, but he lost his footing when he went in motion.
Along with Harrison Atkins.
You see right
Let's
here,
take a
this
peek.
is Krause. Krause might be getting this ball based off of what we've seen on the recent series with that motion guy getting the handoff. So 3rd and 8. Franklin has a 7-0 lead over Attleboro. And now we're going to see McNamara again. He's got pulling guys out. Good defense right there by Norton. McNamara almost gets to midfield. So we're going to be about 4 yards shy.
62 is Kerrigan's brother.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, because we don't have, obviously, we don't have him in the program. But I'm watching him. He's doing a nice job. He's a sophomore, right?
So sophomore.
Yeah, nice job. Nice job.
For the Warriors.
And he's actually a pretty tenacious linebacker on defense, too.
Yeah.
It's number 1, Mike Devlin.
So we have Devlin doing the punting here for the Warriors. Low snap, he saves it. Gets up a pretty decent kick. This is fielded at the 20-yard line, and smothered under is Sean McNichols for the Lancers. This is McNichols right here, and then you just boom. 73, I think that's Dow for Foxboro. It is Aiden Dow, one of our linemen. Great coverage on his part. Now here's the score to Catholic Memorial, who we scrimmaged this year, is up 42-0 in the second quarter over Needham. They're like a college team.
Yeah, they were loaded with
talent. They are loaded. That's
Loaded.
right. So here goes Norton again, 1st and 10. We're going to try a straight ahead off tackle play. There's not much there. Hasn't been all night. Moses right there to greet him, as is Derber.
John Morrison on the
John DiBiazzo used to coach Everett, retired. So retired just to take the Catholic Memorial job. The rich get richer. Now he's got probably better ball players than he had in Everett.
Yeah.
You should see those kids. We had them in the first scrimmage. Oh my goodness, they were good.
Well, the beauty of what he has now that he didn't have in Everett is they can bring in kids at Catholic school. They can come from all over the state.
Yep.
So he can go recruit the best. 2nd and 8. And we're going to see an off tackle play. I think there's a flag. There is a flag down on the play. Sheehan and again Derba.
Loki on the carry, brought down by Brian Derba and Mike Sheehan.
We're going to see the play here. The flag came out real quick, so it might have been a shift or a formation problem. But, oh, God, just bent in half. Sheehan had him at the ankles, and Derber had him at the shoulders. There'll be some sore kids on both sides.
Yeah, this was a hard-hitting
game.
Hard-fought game.
5-yard penalty from the previous spot.
5-yard penalty, so that'll move it back. Down will be replayed. It'll be 2nd and about 13.
Jimmy Arts just can't get an offense going here.
Yeah.
They just have not been able to move the football at all.
There you go. Now 2 backs in the backfield. Crocker, he's got pump fake, and he's going to be able to escape the rush. Nice little scramble. He's going to get it out to the 30-yard line.
Quarterback keeper brought down by Mike Sheehan.
It seems like he's the only weapon.
Yeah, Cochran, nice job with his feet there to escape that potential sack and pick up some good yardage. You see in the camera shot right there, it's Jimmy Winters, former quarterback of the Foxboro Warriors way back in the day. Not way back, but back in the day. Gets by Moses, gets by Sheehan, gets by Aiden Stapleton. No, Aiden didn't get there yet, but Sheehan actually drags him down from behind, but not until he gained 10 yards. So there you go, 3rd down. Again, we have 2 backs in the backfield. Foxboro showing blitz, and again, nothing.
My goodness.
Mike Sheehan, once again, he's upset because he didn't make the initial tackle, but
Norvish is in there too.
But we got a guy down again. But all you saw here was just blue shirts. Look at this. They're bringing the house. So Sheehan trips him up, but then Norvish is there, George is there, same names as always.
Norvish looks like he enjoys this.
I tell you what, I coached the kid for a couple years, and you know we had him as a running back, linebacker, and yeah, he's a ball player. He loves football. Loves football.
That kid's not moving either, Doug.
No, he's not.
He's stuck.
So we actually have the EMT paramedics out on the field right now.
I think they're calling for a stretcher.
Yeah, they may be. We're going to see a replay.
Looked like 9 guys hit him.
Yeah. Oh, his head does get popped back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he did take a good shot, and he had several bodies fall on top of him too. So you see he gets tripped up. Yeah.
That's just head to head.
Yeah, you know that's not intentional because
no, of course not.
Because the young man, he was coming up from almost being tackled, and Mike Norvish is right there meeting him. Well, we hope for the best right there. Unfortunately for Norton right now, they have to try and get themselves composed to play some football, knowing that one of their teammates may have suffered a severe injury here. Never easy. When we resume action here, it'll be a 4th down and 6 situation. Norton is in a punting. Well, it should be in a punting formation. Less than a minute remaining in the 3rd quarter. Foxboro had 14-0 on 2 Shane Kerrigan touchdown runs.
This has been at least 20 minutes since this poor kid got hit.
And it's cold.
And it's cold, and everybody else is tightening up.
Tightening up is right, and it's already difficult for kids to come off the sideline sometimes to get into a game. But when your starters have been, shut down for about 20 minutes, like you said, Frank, they got to stretch out again just to.
Well, how about the center here? He's got to snap a perfect spiral back to the punter.
That's true. It's true. A lot of pressure on that kid. So clock is running again. Coming down to the end of the third quarter. We just have one single back there. It looks like it's Solham. This is a low kick. Gets a nice roll out of that. It's going to be down inside the Foxboro 40-yard line at the 39. So we have 21.
39-yard line, where they'll take over first and 10.
21 seconds left in the quarter.
Good field position again for the Warriors.
Clock will start on the snap. Foxboro again staying in that bunch formation. They've been running the ball almost exclusively in the second half. And we're going to see Girardi. He's behind Kerrigan and Dow. And Girardi's turning on the Jets, and he's going to have
got a first
down. Clock.
Bobby Girardi on the carry. Brought down by
Clock
Hunter
stops
Barron.
at just under 11 seconds remaining. Here's a replay. And again, there's no secret here. Foxboro's been doing this almost the entire
Girardi
second
picks up
half.
first down with that
Durban
carry.
also gets a block on the edge
Ball
there.
spotted at the Foxboro 49-yard line.
This will be the last play. Actually, they won't even get this play off.
No.
It'll be the end of the quarter. So we're going to go into the fourth quarter with the Warriors holding on to a 14-point lead.
At the end of the third quarter, Foxboro Warriors 14, Norton Lancers 0.
The running game of Foxboro has really been the story of the second half. Can we get that quick picture of Mike Baderi again? All right, here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. Foxboro at their own 49-yard line. Two running backs in the backfield now. And this could be a straight ahead handoff to Solham. And he gets enough 3 yards to get the first down. He only needed one.
Louis Sullivan with a carry. Brought down by Harrison Eck.
All right.
Sullivan picks
There
up
they
the
go
ball
on your
three.
screen. You see right in the center.
Second
That's
and
Coach
7.
Mike Baderi, Melissa's husband. Again, almost 34 years, somewhere around there. He's been with Coach Martinelli. Started as a player shortly after graduating high school. Joined on at the freshman level and been involved at all facets of the game. Congrats, Mike, on a great career with Foxboro. We're going to miss you.
Amen.
And straight ahead again. And this is Solham. He gets horse collared from the front.
A lot of trapping going on by this
Sure,
offensive
the
line.
The line looks so good right now.
They've really played well.
Brought down by Matt O'Keefe.
Solham's listed at 155 pounds. I would
Picks up 6
say
yards on the
that's
carry.
just a little slight
Third and one for the
exaggeration.
Warriors.
He might be closer to about 145, but
Ball right around the Norton 44-yard
but he is
line.
a rugged kid, and he is lightning quick. So we have a third and about 1. McNamara in the backfield. And we're going to now McNamara takes a shot to the head.
That was a shot. That was a shot, too.
Yeah. Wow.
Number 11, I think.
59 was in there as well. Boy, I tell you, he's
McNamara on the carry. Brought down by
Thomas Healy. Great penetration by
Back to punt for
Healy.
the Warriors. It's Michael Devlin.
So we needed 1 and we lost 4.
Jack Catalano,
Thanks for a nice play.
along with Sean McNichols, back to the Lancers.
Well, a little pressure by Norton. Devlin gets kicked off. He gets a great bounce after the ball. We have a late flag here, too.
Now we got more nonsense.
Devlin's kick lands right around the 15-yard line. There is a flag on the play.
This is going to be some extracurricular activity that truly unnecessary.
Personal foul, face masking, White. It'll be half the distance to the goal line.
Yeah.
First down.
Now, why somebody on the receiving team would be face masking somebody is beyond me. All right, we're going to see this.
No reason for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 51.
You know, it's
for
funny.
Norton.
51 was going at it with another Foxboro kid on the play before.
Yeah. No, I didn't. Yeah.
Norton will start right around the 7-yard line. 1st and 10 to the Lancers.
So Norton backs themselves up at a time that they really don't need to be giving up any yardage. And what are we going to have here?
We have a charge timeout, White.
That's their last one. Norton is out of timeouts. We've just gotten word that the injured player will be okay. So apparently it's just all precautionary at this point in time, which is great news.
So we got a nice concussion, though, I'll bet.
I'm sure. He certainly maybe have a strained neck of some sort, too. But we did receive word that the injured Ken player, Javon Morrison, is going to be okay. So thank God for that.
Absolutely. 9:43 left in the football game here. Hard, tough football game tonight, folks.
Tell you, my feet would have liked to have had those 20 minutes back.
Yeah, I know, it's cold. The temperature
really
must have dropped 10 degrees.
It was a beautiful day today, too.
It was, yeah.
Weekend's supposed to be nice, so here we go. Back to action. We're going to see another running play and a little bit of surge. Ball may have come loose. There's a lot of action down there, but I think Norton has got possession. I'm guessing we're going to be getting new blue jerseys next year because I'm looking at a lot of these with the numbers are fading and peeling.
As long as we don't get those ones with the Vegas gold on the front of the white. Holy cow.
Great looking when you're up close, but you can't see nothing from up here.
Yep.
Yeah, there's good hard straight head run right there. Hosts the Foxboro Warriors in on that tackle. First down for Norton. Didn't quite catch the ball carrier's number.
They got a first down.
They did. Might have been number 7 there. Hunter Barron. Canton won tonight, 34-14. So the Warriors are on a collision course, unless something changes here, for a rematch next week in Canton.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 11, a loss of 1 on the play. That was Cochran, the quarterback, on the carry.
Ball on their own 17-yard line.
Foxboro peels out of the blitz. We're going to see a pass. Cochran's going deep. Ball is caught.
He caught that ball.
Sure
Yeah.
did. They're going to give him that catch. Foxboro's trying to say he was out of bounds. But there was Sean McNichols on the reception.
Maybe get a reverse angle on this.
Yeah, I tell you what, Foxboro, we had good coverage on the play. But that was a good catch by McNichols.
That's enough.
No reverse angle. But here we go, we're going to catch. That's a good angle, though.
He got his foot in, looked like to me.
Yeah, sure did. Eli Lewis on the coverage, just going to give credit for a good play.
1st and 10 for the Lancers.
And this is Hunter Barron on the carry, number 7.
Hunter Barron on the carry.
He gets about 4 yards. Bring up a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the carry.
Norton with their best drive of the night right now. They've brought this out from inside their own 10-yard line. They're out at the 47. Coming down to 7 minutes left in the contest. We get a flag here. This is going to be against Foxboro.
I'm telling you who's making this call. It's Bronco making the call. He's had enough of like three of these kids he's already talked to face to face.
Now, it's Brian Martinelli is the coach that's on the field. That's Jack's son. And
They're
Officials
yeah,
timeout.
Jack is talking to Brian Collins right now. Brian Collins is the umpire. And Jack knows Brian well from Norwood. Brian, he's explaining it to him now.
Lewis is on the sidelines for Foxboro. He may have been ejected from this contest. Yeah, Jack was out there, his son Brian was out there. Not sure, we have an unsportsmanlike call.
You could tell this is going to happen.
Lewis has got his helmet back now, so obviously he wasn't tossed out of the game.
Yep.
And looks like is something being marked off or not being marked off. So now you see an explanation being given to Coach Jim Arts.
Not my kid, not my kid.
So do we have maybe offsetting penalties here?
Yeah, it's the style.
They can't run the play. Norton's ready to run a play. Their coach is on the field still talking to officials. So flag is waved off. Well, all that, another 5 minutes wasted. And we're going to have another pass play, and we're going deep again. He's got him right to his hands.
Oh, my goodness gracious. He dropped that ball. That was a perfect pass.
Now, recall earlier, he was the one who threw the ball to the other young man that dropped it. Now he dropped this one.
Right. Yeah.
This ball's right on the money.
Yeah, it is.
3rd and 6 for the Lancers.
He's behind Lewis.
Oh, right there. He didn't keep his hands out.
Right. He's got no safety help, so that's one-on-one coverage, and basically ball's dropped by McNichols. So we have a third and 6. And we're going to see the run. And Moses is on the tackle over there. Actually, he's not. He's stopped his progress. Barron's on the carry. He's going to gain about 3 yards. So it'll be 4th down and like 3. Norton obviously going for it. They get 6.5 minutes left in this game, and they're down 2 touchdowns. Cannot afford to punt the ball away at this point.
65 just checked in for Foxboro, Doug. I don't know.
That's Troy Osborne.
Oh, okay.
Foxboro's going to call a timeout.
We have a charge timeout, Foxboro.
Is that Mr. Plasmati? Oh my goodness. Good to see you. There's Matt. All our fine camera people here. I can tell you, Frank and I, we got it made. You got it, Matt. Thanks for making us look good.
That's an impossibility. That's an
Yes.
impossibility.
But we really are fortunate. And again, this Cable 8 covers so many different things, not just sporting events, but school activities, musicals,
Everything.
everything that, you know, they cover the elections, concerts on the Common, you name it. So if you got some free time on your hands or you have any interest, check in at the cable office on Central Street. Always looking for volunteers, people to get involved of all ages. So a big 4th down here for Norton. 6:20 remaining in the game. Foxboro just spent a timeout. Set up a defense. There's a killer for Norton right there. Number 51, once again, is going to draw a penalty that he does not want to.
We had a false start on the offense.
He's creating problems for them.
Yeah. So I assume Norton's still going to go for it here. I mean, again,
Well, they have to.
They got no choice.
I mean, there's 6 minutes left in the game.
It changes your play call, though. They were having a little bit of success running it. They needed only 2 yards there, and now they need 7. So we're looking at obvious passing down, but they're going to run, and they get knocked in.
They're going to
Goodness.
get stuffed.
Is that number 90 for Foxboro? Is that 98 again, maybe? Austin Reed, yeah. Austin Reed, number 98. Austin Reed's had a good game tonight.
Foxboro takes over on downs.
So the Warriors
1st and 10 for the Warriors.
take over now.
At the Norton 46-yard line.
Norton's 46-yard line with 6 minutes and 13 seconds remaining and holding a 14-point lead. And I see nothing but running coming up here from the Warriors. Keep moving that clock. Norton's out of timeouts. And this is McNamara.
Nice hard run.
Chris McNamara on the carry. Brought down by Matt O'Keefe.
C-Mac has had a really good game tonight for Foxboro. He picks up 6. We're going to see a little replay here.
On the carry. Bringing it down to the Norton.
Well, one of our linemen fell down on the play there.
2nd and
but
4 for the
McNamara
Warriors.
picked up that extra yardage on his own. So 2nd and 4. More pulling action. And this is Girardi, I believe.
McNamara on
Oh,
the
it's
carry.
McNamara, I'm sorry. It is C-Mac again.
Picks up about 5 yards and a 1st down for the Warriors.
Really good blocking. That Dylan Kerrigan right there.
Tough little kid.
Unbelievable.
Tough kid. I like him.
You got him and Ferguson coming back next year, too, on that line.
Yeah.
So you just got to find 3 other pieces to make a unit.
I put them both on the same side, too.
Not a bad idea, partner. So we're under 5 minutes. Foxboro has a first down.
More pulling. Here we go.
And some more McNamara.
Pancake. That's a pancake. 73. Watch this.
That Aiden Dow.
Watch Dow on this.
Number 1 for Norton on the tackle. We don't have his name.
Okay, here comes Dow. 73. Watch this.
Oh,
right on his
goodness.
back.
Wow.
Great block. Great block.
Both of us being former linemen, we're going to love that. That is textbook right there.
Yep. This was probably, in my opinion, from what I've seen, the best offensive line play they've had all year.
Yeah, last week was just a starting point, and I would agree tonight. I mean, what we saw against Sharon was a mismatch, but this is a real good Norton defense. And now we're going to see the other side with Gerber, and he's going to find the end zone on this. I'm going to tell you that right now. There's a flag. There's a flag behind the play. Again.
Touchdown, Foxboro. There's a flag on the play.
Of course there is.
They're going to call a hold.
I don't know who they're going to call that on.
Oh, my God. I don't know. We've had 2 touchdowns called back tonight because of penalties.
And one at the 1 foot line, too, or one yard line. That's the other
He had
one.
holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Still first down.
Still first down, but again, we take another score off the board.
What did he call, Doug? I didn't hear.
You got a hold. And we're going to see right here. Where's the hold? Right there?
It wasn't Dow. He just pushed him down.
Basically, yeah, they're going to call it on Dow, I think.
Well.
So the ball's at the 15. We can still get a first down. Actually, it's not at the 15. It's at the 25. You're going to see Solham. Yep. Louis picks up about 5 yards, brings up 2nd and 5.
Picks up about 10 yards on the carry.
Actually, you guys.
5 for the Warriors.
Nice gain by Louis.
Ball.
So it brings up
at
2nd and 5.
17-yard line.
A lot of spectators that are real close on that sideline. I don't know how that happens. We got coaches on the field, spectators almost on the field.
Everybody wants to be part of the action.
Oh, right now that is Girardi right there who lost his footing. So Bobby loses a yard. 3rd and 6 now.
And Norton can't stop the clock, can they?
No, they're all out of timeouts.
They're done. Just let the clock go down. Don't even go in the huddle.
Yeah. My guess here is if we pick up a first down and don't score, Jack is basically going to almost take knees at that point in time.
He will not run it in. But let the clock run down, though.
We see CMAC going the other way. We do. And again, he's following Kerrigan. CMAC's going to get in the end zone.
Good block by Kerrigan.
Yep.
Here we go. We're going to get another penalty here. There we go.
These are on Norton, I think.
I don't know. Could number 3 too? Could he was involved in it too? I don't know. Yeah, Solham.
Saw the Norton kid take his helmet off and walk off the field. So
there is a flag on the play.
Everybody's chippy right now. They're not going to call it back because it was after the touchdown.
Dead ball, personal foul, white, dead ball, personal foul, blue, touchdown.
There we go. We're going to see James come back in a kick. He was the kicker for the first part of the season.
For the extra point. Ball, Andrews holding.
Kick is good by James.
2:11 left.
So we got 2:11 left. Here's the replay. What's the block by 62
Yeah,
here?
great. Right on, knocked him right down. Boom. Yep.
The reality of it is Dylan Kerrigan, prior to being converted, at the start of the season, he was a fullback. So you've taken a fullback and you've now created a guard out of him and a kid that can move and loves to hit.
Yeah.
I tell you, I love him. I coached him a couple years. I wish I had him longer, but I like what I see out of him and Fergie coming back next year with these running backs and receivers. I think this year we're going to finish strong, and I really like our odds next week. I think this team is really starting to gel at the right time.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too.
There you go, 21-0 with 2:11 remaining. Norton is out of timeouts. The only way they're going to stop the clock is on incomplete passes.
Kicking it off for Foxboro. Number 15, Cam Prescott.
We're going to see a squib kick here, the way Prescott's got that ball laying on its side. Yeah, one of the up guys gets it, puts a knee to the ground. That's 51 again.
Is it?
Yep. And he just shoves Dylan Kerrigan right there. It just
Ball fielded by Harrison Eck.
This seems like the longest half we've had.
I tell you what,
First and 10 for the Lancers.
it's after 9:30. It's after 9:30. It's past my bedtime. I'm cold.
Boy, I tell you,
I'm hungry.
You got that right. I'm cold too. It is cold.
Everyone thinks we got heated blocks up here. Not even close.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. Norton, 2:08. First and 10. We got a new quarterback in the game, and they're going to run the ball right into Johnny
That's Moses, yeah.
And once again, Austin Reed.
Anthony Triplone on the carry.
Triplone on the carry, and a quarterback is Matthew Carrain.
And on the stop for Foxboro.
And that's a nephew, I believe, of Tom Carrain of Foxboro, former police officer, now retired. I believe that is his nephew or great nephew. Clock is running. We're down under a minute and a half. Coach Jim Arts has got to be proud of his team's effort, though, tonight. Certainly came in here playing good football, a division champion in the Tri-Valley League. And he's going to build a program over there. Norton's youth program has some talent. They do not have an 8th grade team. So some of their kids actually, their 8th graders play on their freshman team this year. But he's got some talent coming up through the ranks over there. And half this team, I counted the roster, Frank, half this team are seniors. So he's got 40 kids, 20 are seniors.
Yeah.
But I think Jim's going to do well over there, like he did at Oliver Ames. And,
well, that's nice to see.
It is. And on the other hand, our Warriors really stepped it up here tonight. Defense was phenomenal. This should be the last play of the game. We got a flag down. That's probably a shift. That's probably an illegal shift on Norton.
Bober on the stop for Foxboro. Flags on the play.
Bober on the tackle for the Warriors.
Calling that
Jacob
off.
Bober, yeah. All right, actually against Foxborough must have been neutral zone violation. This will end the game. Norton's not even going to get a playoff.
Run by Triplone, picks up the first down.
They do. They do get one playoff. And that'll be the ball game.
Triple on the carry.
Wow.
By a slew of Warriors.
Very well done.
Yeah.
That's the ball game.
So a lot of
Will advance to round 2.
a lot of
Next Friday night.
extracurricular
The final
activities
score,
throughout this
Foxboro
contest.
Warriors, 21.
Some tempers that needed to be calmed down, but again, in heat of battle, two very, very good football teams put it on the line tonight, and the Warriors really showed it on the ground. I think the line play on both sides of the ball, Frank.
We're going to need that kind of physicality next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great game by Foxboro. Great game. Very, very nice game for Norton. I mean, you can't complain about watching this game.
No.
It's exciting.
If they had a little more offensive firepower, quarterback play was certainly a factor, but, again, well played both ways. Foxboro advances to play Canton next week in Canton. Not sure what our plans are, whether or not Cape Wade's plan on going over there, but if not, I'm going to be there as a spectator.
Yeah.
And again, we'll move on into the final 4 of our division bracket. So for all our fans at home, wishing you all a good night. And Cape Wade crew, thanks again for a job well done. Good night, all.